It's been a while since I dropped this shit. SwoleFam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is subtle. I'm the ocean, but these niggas just a puddle. I swear I'm delusional. These niggas ain't using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Hey, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah, they're controlling the youth, agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act, fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got it. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rocking stuff.
Emotional damage.
We just start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang.
Oh, you can.
East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't play guys, yeah.
Crucifixion is good. Out of the door, line on the left, one cross each.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
The Second Amendment, like all other rights, is not absolute.
Shit is gonna go down.
We need to ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines.
Would that include a bullet from this gun?
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, you ain't black.
Obesity is epidemic in the United States and a major cause of death.
What is fat activism?
I, a fat person, am sharing my own lived experience.
Pizza is a vegetable.
Your fat phobia is your problem.
It is not my place as a smaller-bodied white man to comment on it.
Radical body positivity.
What can men do against such reckless hate?
There's only one man who can help me.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits.
This day we fight!
SwoleNormith.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, testing, testicles. Oh, welcome everyone to episode 22 hundo and 43 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swole, yo, back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you.
It's the fucking Catalina one.
It's the fucking Catalina
All right, let's get this beard in full focus. Let's get this fucking lockdown. Ooh, nice. How we doing, fam? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Daily Swole. Make sure you're checking out all the links down below for the live stream channel if you are just banging your ear holes. And of course, to join the greatest fam in the realm, SwoleNormousX.com. All right, we are fresh off our accountability meeting yesterday that went down at 12 noon Eastern time, as it does every single Monday. So members, you can go and check out yesterday's live call. It was fan-fucking-tastic. Let's get a round of applause to everyone turning out for the accountability meeting. And of course, we gave away a mystery card, which is fantastic. And the mystery card that's given away during the accountability meeting, you don't know what it's going to say until it shows up on your doorstep. And we have a ton of Swole cards that went out this week. So if you're waiting on a Swole card, it is on its way. Let's get another round of applause. We all love that shit. Let's get a little tainty boy. A little tainty man. All right, we got the tainty cam in full effect. Reminder, it is Tuesday, so that means it's Tainty Tuesday. Don't be a beesh, don't be a boosh, or you'll end up like Tainty Magooch. And you don't want to be like a Tainty Magooch, do you? And a lot of you might be listening new, or you might be watching new. Of course, if it's your first live stream, make sure you drop some cherries in the comments down below. But you need to define, fam, for all those noobs that are coming into the Daily Swole, what is a Tainty Magooch? What is a Tainty Magooch to you? What do you, or how do you define what a Tainty Magooch is? Every single Tuesday is Tainty Tuesday. And of course, on display right now, if you're watching, is the Tainty boy, is the Tainty man. He just had a hard workout with daddy. We made some sick fucking gains. He went on a nice big long walk earlier. He's going to go on another walk after the show. He's a little bit tuckered out, but you define it for us in the comments. We're going to read some of your definitions as to what a Tainty Magooch is in just a moment. Let's bust the nut open. Let's get the show started. Are you ready for a great fucking episode today? I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. It doesn't matter if you're ready or not. Here we fucking come. Let's summon the Falcon and get today's party started. Oh, voice of an angel. Nailed it. Smack that ass like a drum. What's up, Leo? Leo's still fucking drinking. Holy shit. Every day. It's like 1,000 episodes in a row. All right, fam. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. That is a beautiful card. And, oh my God, it's delicious. Let's see. Elijah, Mountain Maxwell. Let's see. Definition. I am a Tainty Magooch. I pull all those that allow themselves to be around me into my self-destructive wheel of failure and fatness. My God, that's pretty intense. That's pretty intense. I like that. Self-destructive wheel of failure and fatness. Self-destructive wheel. Self-destructive for sure. I mean, that's pillar number one is community. So what you surround yourself with is essential. So it's not just the people, it's the podcast, it's the mancasts, of course, but there's only one mancast. So anytime you're letting bullshit fuck your ear holes and eye holes, you're watching Netflix, you're just wasting your time. You're watching, I don't know, mainstream media, news. None of you really do that, I'm sure. But if you're surrounding yourselves with people that are just negative friends, a lot of times friends are really just acquaintances that we keep around because we're just used to hanging around with them and they're in our phone and I don't know, we connected at one time. But what's really unfortunate is people that allow themselves to stay sucked under and to stay just buried under all that trash. Because as you come across, let's say, the SwoleFam, all right, you get some knowledge cock slapped across your face, you wake up, you get swole pilled, you realize I need to make some of these changes. So you start adjusting your nutrition, you start following the 7 pillars, and then all of a sudden you realize the contrast and you realize how many of these people in your circle are holding you back. You realize how eager they are to keep you at their level, and they actually shit on you. Maybe not literally, that'd be kind of gross. I mean, some people are into that shit, but to each their own. You realize how eager they are to be negative when it comes to you making progress. And that's a real bummer. That's a real bummer. It's a real bummer when people do that. It's a real bummer because you might have high hopes or you think, hey, I'm going to make these positive changes. And you're eager to bring them along with you. And then all they are is negative, and you realize they don't want to change. They don't want to change. And it sucks. But this is why we have the SwoleFam, and you have to leave these people in the dust. And if they want to step up their game and they want to join, then by all fucking means, but you can't let yourself suffer, and you can't keep yourself at their level if they don't want to move. So let's get into that tip, everyone. Moisturize, spit on it. Let's fucking go. You ready? Babe, just an inch, just an inch. It's cold outside. Fucking SwoleFam, baby. Let's see. Matthew, Papa can fuck these ear holes and eye holes every day. Yeah, woo. Tainty magooch, indeed. All right. Andres, tainty magooch by definition, any random body positive TikToker who tries to suck people into a delusional state where everyone else is to blame but themselves. Oh my God, Andres. That's a 4-pointer all the way from Argentina. My God, from downtown at the buzzer. Well said, sir. Well said. Wax, let's just keep on taking a couple more of these. Wax, a tainty magooch is one who whines to everyone about how much they want something different, yet do nothing to help themselves. Woo! Wow. Wow. Dead on. None to not. My boyfriend and I watched a bit from George Carlin's stand-up last night called Dumb Americans and literally thought of you, Papa. Do you like him? George Carlin is the fucking GOAT. George Carlin is awesome. Not all of his stuff is awesome. Like his later stuff wasn't as good as his earlier shit, but man, legit, go watch some of his highlights. Go watch like a compilation of George Carlin's best work. It's amazing. Ahead of his time in so many ways. All right, let's get into that tip. Fam-wise, let's get into some SwoleFam posts. All right, these are from all inside Swolenormous X. Join us, of course, swolenormousx.com. Brenda looking, Jesus Christ, fucking shredded to the goddamn bone. Progress pick. Since Papa Swole recommended a different leg routine split, and thanks to the elimination diet and 7 pillars, I have smashed through my plateaus of belly bloat and legs that won't grow. I am getting leaner and growing thanks to all the knowledge cock. 52 years old and never stronger, leaner, or more comfortable in my own skin. Hashtag swole slut. Let's go. Let's go. Indeed, a swole slut. One of the filthiest swole sluts out there. My God, are you lean? Shredded. Good for you, Brenda. Holy crap. Oh my God. Do they even make body fat percentages that low? Shredded to the bone. Good for you. Good for you. It's amazing when you do an elimination diet. It really is. You think you have results. You think you have hit your plateau. And then all of a sudden you start getting rid of some of these commonly inflammatory foods. And it doesn't seem like it's going to do much. Well, I've been eating these things my whole life. It couldn't be this. Couldn't possibly be that. And then you start seeing muscles. You start seeing definition that you never thought possible. This shit just starts melting away. And then you can't go back. Once you realize what food does to your body, both positive and negative, it's not all negative. It's obviously very positive if you eat quality foods. But once you experience that for yourself, and we were talking about this in the yesterday in the accountability meeting, and we talk about this often, you don't understand it until you actually do it. You don't understand it. You don't understand it until you actually do it yourself, I believe, did I say 43? I think it's episode 44. So if I introduce this, I think it's 44. I know. I'll throw some tomatoes. Throw some tomatoes at me. I just realized, I think it's episode, I don't even know anymore. It's Tainty Tuesday. Let me see. I have to check. It is 44. So I think I might have introduced it today as episode 43. Yesterday's was 243. That's what happens. That's what happens during the accountability meetings, because that takes place of the podcast. So once I kind of skip a day of doing it like this, it just, everything goes to shit. All right. Donsol in our SwoleFam Telegram chat. Hello all. My name is Abdul Mohsen. What up? I'm 20 years old and it will be my first day at the gym. I want to change my lifestyle. Thank you for reading and I'm glad I joined you guys, as are we. That is awesome. First day at the gym. First day at the gym. Good for you. Good for you. Another new member of the fam. Let's take a post here from Kyle from our SwoleFam discussion board on SwoleRamorsX.com. Hi, I'm Kyle from Nevada, here to make a change and change the definition of dad bod. Sitting at 285 pounds about and 45% body fat, most ever. And as an ex-athlete, it's almost shameful. I'm ready to get after it and go to the fucking gym. Goddamn right you are. Yeah! Good for you, Kyle. Remember, the first step is admitting that you have a problem, all right? You have to look at yourself. This is really, you're an addict. You're an addict to habits. You're addicted to bad habits. You're addicted to bad food. That's really all it is. You're addicted. You're addicted and you're in that rut. That's what a rut is. You're just used to doing the same old shit. And guess what? If you want different outcomes, you have to do different inputs, right? You can't keep doing the same shit every day, eating the same foods, micromanaging your calories and blah, 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 and expecting different fucking results. It's not going to happen. You have to do different stuff. And it might seem radical, but it really isn't. It's just fundamental. It just seems that way because everyone else is doing nothing of the sort. Everyone else is just trashing their fucking bodies. Everyone else is just binge eating. Everyone else completely has phoned it in. So you actually eating real food and passing on liquid pure sugar seems, oh my God, you're such a rebel. I'm such a rebel because I'm not drinking pure fucking poison. Okay. All right. Call me whatever you want. I'm not going to consume it, but you start to see how ridiculous it is. Remember, hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card. We'll give that away at the end of today's episode. I love these next two pictures. Oh my God. Is anyone else hungry looking at this? Look at that steak. Is that steak? Is that organs? What's going on here? From PETA. How to celebrate hitting a back PR. Ironically, the name is PETA, P-E-T-A. So, show about an all-you-can-eat Japanese barbecue buffet. Nothing beats freshly charcoal cooked Aussie Wagyu. P.S. I have had 2 rounds of these. Very nice. Very nice. And we're looking at a lot of nice steak. Excellent. Very, very nice. Get a little golf clap there. Get some fucking steak in your diet. There you go. Kim says, Rufus is getting big quickly. I know. He's getting really big. He's getting really big. I haven't weighed him in like a week or two, but he's getting up there. He was over 75 pounds, and then I haven't weighed him, so I have to weigh him today or tomorrow. Oof. All right, last post here. Oh my God, Mark is infected. Everyone, Mark's He's infected. He's infected. He's got the Swole variant. He's got the Swole variant. All right, so Mark has his Swole variant shirt on. Let me zoom into the caption, and then we'll check out his sick fucking gains. Mark. Uh-oh, looks like I caught the Swole variant. Symptoms include making sick fucking gains and a hankering for black coffee and meat. We got some hashtags here, all in one breath. Hashtag go to the fucking gym, but my thyroid, don't be a beach, no excuses, Swole variant, the Iron Castle, fuck your lived experience, taint length matters, sick fucking gains for the Iron Gods. Let's make Papa proud. Papa is proud. Papa is proud. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. All right, zooming out here, and we got the Swole variant. Nice gear. Get yours. papaswolio.com. Fantastic. All right, excellent post, everyone. Round of applause in closing. Sweet. And all caps. I know, there's all caps. The Swole variant spreading. All right, reminder, use code Daily Swole for 10% off papaswolio.com. We have some awesome new designs coming. I'm so stoked. I keep ordering new gear and new apparel. I've been doing a lot of videos with all the new apparel. It's fire. So definitely go check it out, papaswolio.com, if you haven't checked out the latest drops. A lot of you know this from yesterday. You're pretty much up to date, but just keep an eye out because we're going to be announcing it here on the podcast and such too. But of course, I will send you all a Swole text, those of you that are members, and let you get first dibs on the new drop. It's going to be sick. All right, let's get into some questions. All right, knowledge cock time. All right.
Because.
So if you got questions, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Share the live stream. We're available on all the platforms you could possibly fucking imagine. Banging ear holes left and right. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review. Share the stream right now because if you know someone that likes to ask a lot of questions and you're like, I don't know, ask Papa Swolio. Now is the time to ask Papa Swolio. So ask away. Drop it in the comments down below. Crystal, didn't you have one that said fuck your pumpkin spice? Indeed, because I need that one. We're going to have to come out with a new design because they got banned. They got banned. They got banned. So fuck your pink drink. I have them all. Fuck your pink drink, fuck your pumpkin spice, and fuck your peppermint mocha. I was wearing the fuck your peppermint mocha today. So we're going to have to come up with some new designs because they wouldn't print them anymore. Probably copyright with Starbucks, or maybe it was the swear, because we have go to the fucking gym, but we have a little beard logo over instead of the U. So it's kind of like quote unquote censored. So and we tried it with the censorship too, and it wouldn't print. It's probably because of the similarities to the Starbucks logo, but we're going to redesign it. So it's still going to be, it's going to be awesome. It'll look good. It'll look good. Promise. Promise. Yeah, if you got the old school one, if you got the original version, there you go. Aaron, can you explain the cards on the wall behind you? Yeah, Swole cards. These are cards that keep me inspired. They're great quotes, and they're things that I write personally or add quotes to the wall, and I put them all over the wall. If you are new, I mean, go back and check out the last Swole hole before I moved. The cards were wall to wall, and it was really cool. It was really cool, but I'm going to add more. I mean, the cards are going to go around the wall. I stopped here. I just haven't in the last couple weeks, but I'm going to add some more. Because I didn't pull all of them off the wall because they were there for so long, and a lot of them were actually glue. So these have tape on the back, but they kind of peel off a little bit here. I mean, it's good enough. It's staying up pretty well. But the ones in the apartment were peeling. You would pull off a card, and it would pull off like this much paint. So it just became the point. It got to the point where, all right, I'm not pulling the rest of these off. So I took some really important ones. I'll probably still get some more others, but they're going to go, it's going to go all the way to the wall here, and it's going to go behind the flag and, around. So we'll fill in all the gaps. Take some time. I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit in the office when it's beautiful outside. I'm filming, I'm training, I'm doing other stuff. So on one of these rainy days, that will get its hurricane season. So it'll rain, it'll storm, it'll be nuts, and then come in here and finish the wall. Let's see here. Let's see. Mark, what future designs do you have in mind that will irritate people? Well, I'm not gonna let you know right now, but there are plenty, I'm sure. I have stopped assuming what's going to irritate people. I just assume anything that I make, whether it's any video, I'm assuming you can never tiptoe around offending people because someone is going to be offended. So I just assume every video and everything I say is going to be offensive. Of course, certain ones are more likely to be more offensive than others, but I don't care. I don't care. Life's too short to care about someone getting offended by what you say. So I'm going to say what I want, and if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. That's cool. You have an option. You can like it or you can not like it. You can watch my videos or you cannot watch my videos. Or you can look at the t-shirts or don't look at it. Oh my God, I'm so offended. Then take your eyeballs and look this way. Problem solved. The fuck your resolutions is my favorite. Can't wait to take mine out again. Indeed. Do you have the new design or do you have the original design? I wore the tank in one of my recent, I wouldn't say recent, maybe in the last week or two on an Instagram Reels video with a steel club. So I had the original, but I'm going to get I don't have the newest one. So I have to get the new updated fuck your resolutions. It's going to be fuck your resolution season come October. So it officially starts October 1st. My thyroid. We need a thyroid shirt, but my thyroid. I would blank ... but my thyroid. That's what we're going to do. But my thyroid. That's going to be the shirt.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
All right, more questions. Keith Parker, Papa Swole, I stopped dropping weight with eating right and exercising, but definitely need to drop more. Am I eating too much meat or should I eat the same but more frequently? I eat 1 or 2 meals a day. The meal frequency doesn't matter. It's really about your caloric value, other things that might be causing your body to retain water or fat. Do you know how much you're eating? Do you know like what are your other habits? Cover your 7 pillars. What's the sleep like? What are you literally eating? If you're eating quality food, but you're eating too much, then you're going to gain or you're going to maintain weight. So I always say quality is more important than quantity, but it doesn't mean that you can't gain weight eating properly. So everyone that's hyper focused with calories in, calories out, it's not the main issue. That doesn't really matter that much when you're eating quality food, because most people's problem is eating processed garbage that interrupts your body's internal mechanisms that lets you know when you're full. The satiety mechanism gets completely broken when you're sucking down processed sugar and vegetable oils and all this excessive sodium, not like quality salt. We're talking just like sodium chloride. They're just trying to manipulate your taste buds and get you to keep on eating and eating by putting in garbage ingredients and selling them at an amazing profit. So when you are eating nutrient-dense food, you're going to get full. It takes some time to reset, but your taste profiles will reset, your satiety mechanism will reset, and it's much harder to overeat on. You have to do it on purpose. You can bulk and do it, but when you're going to get full, you stop eating. That's what's supposed to happen. But when you're eating these garbage foods, you stay hungry longer and you get hungry quicker after it, because you also get that insulin crash, and there's a lot of other aspects to it. Let's see, Elijah, do you use any panels, foam, etc. to eliminate room echo, or is it just mic quality? It's both. So I do live streaming and I don't want to do a lot of post editing. So I have a lot of gear. I have foam panels over here. I need to add some more, but I have foam panels. I have this I have a processor. I have a mic processor that eliminates and has a certain sound gate. So it eliminates, it only opens up the gate. It only opens up the frequencies when I'm talking. So it cuts out background noise. This mic is very good. It's a directional mic, so you don't want noise coming from the back. If you get one of those condenser mics, it's going to get sound from all different aspects. So this mic in particular blocks off a lot of external. So I have that. I have the processors. You can remove echo to some extent post, but it's like anything else. If you take a shitty, low quality picture, you can only sharpen it so much. So the better your raw audio is, the better it is going to sound afterwards. So yeah, indeed I do. Plus I have a carpet here, and all those things matter, and I have drapes back here. So those things will make a big difference. Kim, do you know much about gastroparesis? My friend has this condition, and she said this disease prevents her from eating. Therefore, she cannot lose weight. Not familiar enough to speak with authority on it right now. I would need to know exactly, what that is. I couldn't define it for you in the moment. Obviously, it's with your digestive system. So it prevents her from eating. I don't know the details of that. If it's caused by habits, if it's caused by genetics. Definitely need a But My Thyroid shirt. We'll get it on. We'll get it. We get it. I write that down. Okay. I would, ... but my thyroid. Let's see. Nick, have you seen the new fat acceptance TikTok trend? Some fat, maybe straight dude saying, tell me one thing you do as a fat person that pisses thin people off. No, I haven't. Maybe we might have shared a video that did that, but no, I haven't seen it. I don't go on TikTok. I don't go through these things anymore. I avoid that. It's so bad. I do stitches and stuff, but I avoid doing it myself whenever possible. Like I want like a list of good ones to do. I don't like doom scrolling on TikTok. I try to get the fuck off. TikTok as fast as possible. Mark, what were the reactions to your IG reel about just because you could put it in your mouth doesn't mean it's good for you? I was laughing too hard when you posted it. What were the reactions? I don't know. Go check out the comments. I don't look at the comments really. Sometimes I'll respond to a couple, but I personally don't go through all the comments. Especially on Instagram is much more, I don't want to say it's more positive, but Instagram, you'll get a lot more positive feedback. TikTok, you have a lot of negativity. TikTok is literally, it's It's the equivalent of, I mean, obviously Reels came after TikTok, Instagram Reels, but TikTok is like Instagram Reels combined with Twitter. So TikTok is like a video platform with the mindset or with the emotional quality of Twitter, which is unhinged. So you get a lot of trash comments. So you just have to ignore it. Let's see. Kingfish Papa was held over on overtime today and still did my first yoga sesh after working out this morning. My question is, what brand of mat do you recommend? Lifeform XL or Manduka Pro XL? Oh, I don't know what those are. I've heard of Manduka, but I don't know what the Pro XL. There's a good site. There's a good site for the mats that I have. I'll have to send out a message or a link. Manduka makes good stuff. I don't know exactly the details of that, but what I will say is you want to get a mat. Personally, I don't like big, soft, fluffy mats. So you'll notice that they'll list mats that have different millimeter. Personally, I don't want big, soft, fluffy ones because the heels of your hand can really dig in too much and can put pressure on your wrist. Plus, if it's really fluffy and thick, it'll be a lot more unstable. But if you have sensitive joints and things like that for kneeling, it could be a lot more comfortable. So it depends on the individual, but I like a more I like more feedback. I don't like a really thick mat. I just forget the name of the site that I've ordered mine from. I believe it's a local Florida company too. Jennifer, the elimination diet changed my life for the better, look better, and feel better. Oh. Indeed. 1,000%. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Elijah, thank you. I needed to understand how you captured that silky swole voice so perfectly. Indeed, Elijah, indeed. Well, of course I didn't start with all this equipment. I mean, I have a lot of stuff here. I have a lot invested into all this equipment. Plus, oh my God. Plus, it's like the endless tweaking and adjusting. So, yeah. I mean, plus, I'm doing the live streaming, so it's recording onto a separate, so I can get the raw audio, plus it's adjusted so it doesn't blast out your ear holes. There's all sorts of things that I have going on. But yeah, it's just learning and learning and learning. Bottom line, if you want to get a quality, there's a couple things you can do for just with a microphone. And there's different things for different tools. You can have a shotgun mic. You can use a microphone like this. There's different types. There's directional and there's the condenser mics. I would recommend more of a directional mic like this, but they have ones like, they have a mini Shure one. The Rode ones are good. You might want to get like a Rode Procaster. That's kind of have like a whole built-in thing. USB mics give you a little bit of like background noise. They're not as high quality as an XLR mic. So as you get into it, you go down the rabbit hole, you realize, oh my God, there's so much stuff. So my recommendation is don't spend a lot of money. If you're just starting making videos, the silliest thing you can do is go spending a lot of money on expensive setup because one, you don't really know how to use it. So you can have the fanciest camera and fanciest equipment, and it's still going to come out like shit if you don't know what you're doing. So start simple, start executing, and then as you go through, okay, I really like it to sound like this, or I'd really like to be able to do this and then you Google it and you look it up and you go on YouTube and you watch hours of content figuring out how to, what the difference between an XLR mic is and a USB mic and this kind of mic and how you get more noise cancellation. How do you cut out echo? There's echo removers and there's a lot of different things. So just don't overdo it. Make sure you just get in and start executing. The Dusty Dud, what's your thoughts on bottom feeder animals like catfish that eat dead, rotting animals? Does that go into the meat? I don't eat kosher, but I just always wondered about that. Yeah, it does. I mean, if you're sucking down toxins and stuff like that, it's going to get into the creature for sure. Like tilapia and catfish. There's definitely higher quality fish, but I personally don't eat much seafood. I don't feel that great when I eat seafood. I don't crave it. I don't at all. Like the last time we used to get sushi once in a while. And then the last time I had sushi, I was on the toilet. And so, nope, I haven't had sushi since. But if we do go, I do like oysters. So if we go and get like crabs or something, seafood is the only thing that I would go out and get because it's not something I would really make on my own. But I'm not going to go out and pay for a steak that someone else is going to cook. It's like, I want my steak cooked my way. I don't need someone else to cook me a steak. I'm not a big fan of going out to eat. It's overpriced, and it's like, I don't need someone to cook for me. Just give me the food my way. I have to give you a tip for fucking bringing me goddamn food on top of overpriced. No, fuck off. Fuck off. I think tipping's bullshit. Just pay people more money. Pay the servers more money. Tips are garbage. Tips ruin all this stuff. Everyone expects a tip. Everyone expects a handout in the United States. Other countries are like, tips? What the fuck are you talking about? Just pay people more. Pay people more. You have better service, and you don't have to worry about micromanaging. I don't know. Everyone needs like extra incentives. You have a fucking job. Do your job. That's my thought on it. I think tipping is ridiculous. Just pay more money instead of like $2 an hour. I'm not supposed to pay as a customer. I'm not supposed to pay your fucking salary. I'm supposed to pay for the food and the service. And the chef, you're literally carrying it to me. But anyway, and I've been a bartender. I've done service and stuff. So I understand tipping is important, but that's because of the way it's set up. I just think psychologically, I think tipping is just, I think it's silly. Other countries have it locked down. Also, Guapo, Papa Swolio, what are your thoughts on couples where one is in shape and the other isn't, and they post it on social media? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean they post it? They post about it like they're saying, hey, look, she's not in shape or he's not in shape. What's the context of that? People post a lot of shit on social media. Let's see here. Annika, Papa Swolio, if my cruciate ligament is on the mend, is it a bad idea to push legs in training or treat it by feel? You mean your ACL? Which one? I mean, it's definitely a bad idea. If it's on the mend, did you get diagnosed by a doctor or are you just like guessing? Like what happened here? I don't know anything. It's just like if something is on the mend, it's definitely a bad idea to push it. But I mean, everything's kind of on the mend. If you're training regularly, your body's breaking down and rebuilding. But if you're coming off an injury, it's important as to like what happened, what's actually damaged, what's the severity of it. None to not. Papa Swolio, my friend has lupus and been somewhat cutting off meat, but instead eating fake meat. Do you have any book that's about how food will help with autoimmune disease? Yeah, that's probably the worst thing that you can do. Lupus is not an immune issue, and most of that's caused by poor food choices. Do I have any book that's about how food helps with autoimmune disease? Specifically autoimmune disease? If anyone else has ideas, you could drop in the comments. I know Paul Saladino's book, The Carnivore Code, is a good general starter book. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I don't think he's even full carnivore anymore, but that was a good one to start with. I don't know if he talks about autoimmune issues, but Carnivore Code would be a good one. I'm not sure if there's autoimmune specifically, but there's a lot of podcasts. I would recommend checking out there's a lot of podcasts about that. Yeah, fake meat is one of the worst things you can consume, in my opinion. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Missing some of that. I might be missing some of these questions. Let me see here. Elijah, can you do a Swole Motion studio tour like the gym tour, but for aspiring streamers? Yeah, potentially. You know, maybe when I get the studio actually organized a little bit better. I'm open to that, but I'm not going to until I have it the way I like it. Still moving in, still have a lot of things I need to move around and clear out. But yeah, happy to break that down a little bit more. A little behind the scenes, behind the swole, actually, we call it. BTS, behind the swole. Guess who's behind the swole right now? Little Papa Swolio. Not Papa Swolio, little Tainty Man. Papa Swolio's still good. She's in the other room. Scrolling. We got to move on to some balls deep content, but let's see here. Anyone? There's a couple talking about how the guy is valued more because he's fit and she's obese. I would have to see the video. I would have to see the context. I'm still trying to find any follow-up on that. Okay, scroll in. All right. Terry, what are your thoughts on undulating periodization in weightlifting? I actually forget the details of that. But there's periodization. There's always an application. I forget the details of what that is. It's like alternating what strength and like hypertrophy workouts. There's all sorts of periodization. Bottom line, it's progressive overload, whatever you're trying to accomplish, and giving yourself recovery periods from the intensity, depending on if you're doing power training or more strength training. So there's periodization just literally means you are focusing on different stresses in different quote periods of training. I used to study all that stuff. Really, it depends on what you're trying to accomplish. A lot of that is just overly broken down. A lot of people just like to get super academic and love to get exceptionally technical. And again, this is why it always comes down to the 7 pillars. I've had the CSCS certification, strength coaching certification, and all the stuff that they're going through. Okay, people are doing these for specific sports and specific outcomes, but all that shit misses the 7 pillars. So as much as people might focus, they only focus on the training, and they're getting shit sleep, and they're eating shit fucking food, and they don't practice yoga. So a lot of that is just like snooze patrol. It doesn't interest me at all, because that's not what most people need to hear. That's not what most people need help with. Most people need to stop eating fucking cookies every night. Most people need to stop drinking soda. So that's been the mission. It's a good question. Good question. Frank, can I still have sugar in my coffee on the elimination diet? Fuck no. If you're doing the elimination properly, or if you're just living healthily, my recommendation is to eliminate sugar. Anything that's outside of fruit in terms of sugar. So no sugar for the elimination diet for sure. Coffee really should be eliminated too, honestly, because a lot of people have extreme sensitivity to caffeine. Not to mention you shouldn't be drinking coffee within 10 to 12 hours before going to sleep. So if that sounds like death to you, like, oh my God, I can't drink coffee all day, that's probably because you're chronically exhausted. You're not getting enough sleep. So again, this just leads you down the rabbit hole of like, oh, I'm not doing this foundational thing. I'm not doing this foundational thing. Because you're getting quality sleep. You're not going to have that same, like, I need coffee. You might like coffee, but you don't need to drink as much if you're getting quality sleep. A lot of people have major issues with caffeine. It's a defense chemical for plants. So it's kind of like not necessarily a good thing for humans anyway, but I drink coffee a little bit in the morning, black. Aaron, I have committed to reducing seed oils to as close to zero as possible. If I still would like an occasional deep fried item, is deep frying in beef tallow recommended? Is beef tallow stable? Just the frying is not a good thing. The frying itself, but you get a lot of carcinogenic, like when you're frying and when you're burning, like a lot of these seed oils, they burn and they denature, and there's a lot of like free radicals and side effects from that kind of like cooking with those. So I mean, I don't have a good answer for you, because I'm not going to eat fried food. I'm not going to fry it in anything, just because you'll destroy the benefits of what you're eating. That's just my take on it. So let's see. Last question here. Tracy, Papa Swolio. Hopefully I'm answering some questions, giving you some insights. If I'm not doing it myself, I'm not going to recommend that you do it per se. Tracy, Papa Swolio, I just decided to get back into tumbling. I was a cheerleader and want to get back into it. Have you ever trained someone for gymnastics? LOL, I'm almost 26 and feel like I'm going to be too old. No, I haven't trained anyone for gymnastics. Well, you're not too old, but cheerleading or that kind of like tumbling is exceptionally high impact. So you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful with your joints. Like a lot of kids that do gymnastics and cheerleading, I know a lot of girls and kids like it, but it fucks them up for life in so many ways. ankle injuries. Like your bones aren't fully formed, your joints aren't fully formed. There's a lot of impact, and injuries at a young age can really negatively affect growth and affect your development. So just make sure that you're doing a lot of joint stability and joint strengthening, and you ease into that very slowly. A lot of people don't. They just get back into it. Oh, I used to tumble when I was little, and you just get back onto the mat and boom, 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 you start going hard. It's like it was like 20 years ago. So chill out with that. Just go into it nice and easy. All right. Go back into it nice and easy. You're not too old. You just need to adjust and understand that you have a lot of life in between when you did it then and what you're doing now. So yoga is great. Making sure you're warming up the joints, very good, and really ease back into it and give your body time, because the impact on the joints is a lot more than you realize. It's a lot more than you realize. So make sure you're using the proper padding and, you know, the mats and all that stuff. No, I mean, it's great. It's fun, but there's nothing wrong with it as long as you're doing it properly. You know, you could definitely overdo a lot of things. Same thing with people that never do anything barefoot. They never do any kind of barefoot training. And then they take off their shoes and start running around and wearing Vibrams and running on concrete. And you're going to fucking destroy your Achilles tendon. You're going to get stress fractures. Your bone structure is not ready for that kind of impact and that kind of shock absorption. Your body is designed to absorb that, but not randomly after being just completely cast aside and ignored for 20, 30, 40 years. So you have to ease back into that slowly. Stephanie, I work with a chick who's all kinds of fucked up from cheerleading injuries and still in physical therapy now because of it. Damn. Facts on facts. Also, yeah, if you're getting headaches from coffee, it could also be, it's likely, you know, your withdrawal from caffeine, but also a lot of people drink low quality coffee. Not all coffee is created equal. It really isn't. We get a local fresh roasted coffee, and I get the beans. We grind it fresh, French press. I'm not putting anything in it, but you need a quality coffee. So if you're drinking pre-ground coffee like Folgers or I don't know what, I mean, people drink some serious sludge. You just go into like Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or some shit. I mean, that's nasty. So you're not getting fresh quality coffee. Just be careful with that. Be careful with that. So, I mean, that could be a thing too. It could be a thing too. You just might be drinking lower quality coffee, mycotoxins and stuff in the coffee. So find a coffee that's quality, single origin, get something that's fresh roasted, something local, something that's, you know, when you're doing a French press, you want to see it bloom. When you're initially pouring some water in it for the first 30 seconds, you want to make sure you're seeing that. That's a good sign of fresh roasted coffee. Yeah, don't do K-cups. Don't be doing these things in plastic. Like that shit's terrible. All right, let's get into some balls deep content, right? We're there. Good questions, fam. Remember, show up for the podcast. We take questions every day. We take questions every day. So we'll take some more tomorrow as well. All right, so Jesus Christ. Everyone, make sure you hit the like button right now. Share the stream. It's time for some balls deep content. Let's take our first. Got that. Let's get an appetizer. We got a bunch of videos today, so we'll do a nice big raffle and see what we got. This one from Reagan Chastain. Weight stigma in research means a finding that higher weight people are at greater risk for a health issue gets interpreted as, quote, being higher weight causes greater risk. In studies that didn't examine causality, this is a first day of research class mistake that's ubiquitous in weight science. Yeah, well, correlation and causation. However, we know that having excessive body fat leads to health outcomes that are negative. We know that for a fact. So we do have causation. We actually do.
Matt Damon.
Some things is correlation versus causation, but you know, when it comes to obesity, that's not an opinion. That's not a correlation. That's a fucking cause. And the cause isn't just having tons of extra fucking fat on you, because that didn't just happen to you. Oh my God, I have all this extra body fat. Now I'm going to have all these problems. It's all the things that you're doing every day of your life that has led you to be like that. Everyone's going to manifest poor choices differently. So, I mean, it doesn't mean you can't be unhealthy. It doesn't mean that if you are more vertical rather than horizontally challenged, doesn't mean that you're automatically healthy. But we do, because you could be a crackhead, you could be on crystal meth, you could be anorexic, you can have all these issues and really have problems if you are on a skinnier side. But we do know that if you're obese, it's just objectively bad for you. It puts you at high risk. And when say objectively bad, doesn't mean you're dying today. It just means you're at an exceptionally high risk of all-cause mortality. What does that mean? You're at a higher risk for all sorts of mechanisms of death. That's all it fucking means. You're at higher risk for all-cause mortality. Well, if your lifestyle choices lead you to have a higher risk of death across the board, maybe you should make different lifestyle choices. Higher risk doesn't mean you're going to die. If you have one more slice of pizza, you are going to die. Doesn't mean that. It just means that your terrible habits are much more likely to lead you to that end a lot quicker. Okay, people don't understand risk. People do not understand risk. Shocker. Let's get a little raffle going on here. We don't want to watch. I don't like long videos. I'm not doing those. We're not doing any videos that are like 3 minutes anymore. None of that shit, because these videos are so stupid in so many cases. I just can't hear the stupidity for more than like a minute and change. It has to be a real rager if it's like a minute and a half. But 3-minute videos, fuck no. No, I'm not wasting. No. All right, let's take a raffle. Oh my God, fam, we got a lot to choose from. Pick a number 1 through 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Drop it in the comments. What do you want? What's gonna win? Come on, fam.
Just smile and wave, boys.
Pick a number.
Smile and wave.
Pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Pick a number. Pick a number. Pick a number. Pick a number. Hashtag Tainty Magooch for a chance to win today's Swole card.
Fucking people.
All right, I see a lot. Let's go with Kingfish number 5. Kingfish number 5. Kingfish. Nice talking to you yesterday on the accountability meeting. That was fire. All right, number 5 is motivation for weight loss. Drum roll here.
What's in the box?
All right.
Excellent question. I think here the big...
Okay, I have to read the question. The question on TikTok is it possible to be body positive and still have a desire to manipulate your body size? Feel like I'm stuck between two mindsets. Oh my God, this poor person is being torn by these brainwashers. Is it possibly body positive and still have a desire to manipulate your body size? You're not manipulating your body size. You're living a healthier life and you just happen to get rid of the extra fat that you don't fucking need. Oh my God, this hurts.
Everybody knows you never go full retard.
All right, let's hear her response to that.
Excellent question.
Poor thing.
I think here the biggest thing is to be curious about our motivations to lose weight.
So instead of like being like bi-curious, I'm swole curious. I'm just swole curious. I don't know if I want to be swole, but I'm curious about being swole.
We are concerned about our health. The biggest thing that we can do is assess what health behaviors we are currently doing in our lives. Are we doing movement that makes us feel joyful and make...
Oh, joyful movement is the silliest thing I've ever heard. Are we doing movement that makes us feel joyful? Well, it's not working.
Us feel good in our bodies. When we eat food, can we easily digest it? Do we feel energized after we eat it? Are we staying hydrated? Are we getting enough sleep? Do we have social connections that nourish us and make us feel full in our hearts? All of these things are called health behaviors. With that being said, if you ask yourself, why do I want to lose weight? And the answer is to be thinner, because once I'm thin, people will love me more. And once
this has nothing to do with these people are so wrapped up in their feelings. It's like money. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't buy happiness. But guess what money does buy? Money buys food. Money buys shelter. Money buys things that are going to make life easier. That's what money does buy. Money gives you freedom. Money gives you options. Money's important. Don't listen to the crazy fucking don't listen to all the communists and leftists. Oh, down with capitalism. No, capitalism is great. Money is fantastic. Money is just human energy. You want to get money. It gives you freedom. It gives you the ability to do things. But yeah, But yeah.
I want to lose weight. And the answer is to be thinner, because once I'm thin, people will love me more. And once I'm thin, I'm going to be healthy.
You'll love yourself.
Area to get curious about, because that is 100% social conditioning. Does that make sense? I hope that I answered that properly.
You didn't. You didn't. Someone is literally begging for you to write them, and still you're you don't want to, you want to have all these health outcomes, but you don't want to really do things that you don't like to do. You want to be body positive, but you don't want to, I'm going to lose weight and be healthier, but I'm not going to lose. Can you imagine trying to get healthier, but not lose body fat? It's fucking impossible to make proper healthy behaviors and just maintain all this extra body fat. If you're maintaining all this extra body fat, you're not doing it right. You're still consuming garbage foods, or too much of them, or lack of exercise, or lack of sleep, whatever it is. Okay. Thankfully, we can throw that one in the trash. In the trash. Pick a number 1 through 6. 1 through 6, fam.
What's in the box?
1 through 6. Oh my God. 1 through 6. Well, thank you so much, Kingfish. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Poor thing. They're begging you. They're just begging. Please put me on the right track. Nope. We're just going to lie to you more. All right. Let's go with Saiyan 0. All right. Number 3. Let me bring this up. Hold on. Number 3. Very nice.
You switch the samples.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Number 3. Ooh. All right. What we got here? Ha ha. All right. This is called Health and Body Positivity 1. There's no sequel to it, which is great. Let's see what we got here.
I want to have a discussion about where the topic of health falls under the umbrella of body positivity and fat positivity. I just want to say that I am both fat and disabled, and we're not a monolith, and it's absolutely still possible for me to microaggress. So if you
Whoa. All right. That's what we call intersectionality. How many victim, get that victim list going along. How many social justice infinity stones can we collect? Check them off the list. Collect them all. The more you have, the more power you wield. The more of a shield you put around yourself. You are protected. She could still microaggress, though. That's fucking bullshit.
possible for me to microaggress. So if you see that happening in the comments, let me know. Also, this is part 1 because I only have 60 seconds.
You're microaggressing.
First of all, discussions of health don't belong as a justification for our right to exist as fat people. One common response to fat phobia is, oh, it's okay to be fat because fat people can be healthy. Justifying your existence on the basis of health is inherently ableist.
Whoa. No, it's not. Wait, what's this? Valuing your existence or justifying it based on health? I mean, you should be pursuing health. It's not ableist. You just have very sensitive feelings. It's not ableist. I'm taking care of my body. You take care of yours. Doesn't matter if you can't walk. I don't know what her disability is, but have you seen people online that have like no legs and they're doing tons of lifts, or they have no fucking arms or legs and they're still exercising? So you do the best. That's what body positivity. That's what body positivity is, by the way. Not these tards. Body positivity is being a burn victim or having no arms and legs and still thriving and still putting in the effort and still doing the best that you can and still. That's body positivity. Things you can't change. You know what you can change? Eating too much Taco Bell. That's a choice. That's not body positivity. That's you being addicted to food. That's called denial.
It's also important to note that health looks different for everybody, specifically disabled and chronically ill people.
What is that? What'd you say? Health looks different for chronically ill people? Health, of course, looks different for sick people. Did you just say that?
For everybody, it's also important to note that health looks different for everybody, specifically disabled and chronically ill people.
Health looks different, especially for disabled and chronically ill people. If you're chronically ill, you're not healthy. You're fundamentally not healthy. You can still do better. Health looks different for everybody. Okay. We all have different skin color too. Are you going to pull out the race card during this video? What does that mean? Health looks different for everyone. Yeah, we all have different hairstyles and hair colors too. Shocking, I know. It's very shocking.
That said, I do think it's really important to discuss health at every size, specifically with fat people. I say this because whenever fat people do try to focus on our health in terms of movement and intuitive eating, we're often mocked and ridiculed and told that there's no point unless we want to lose weight. We do need Hayes knowledge in order to be properly empowered to make decisions for our bodies. Go watch part 2, it'll be up shortly.
No, I will not do that. This is the definition of what this circular firing squad does. They're like, the fat people are against one another. The fat people, you're not fat enough. You're not infinifat. You're not a super fat. You're not 700 pounds. So you can't talk. You can't talk to a 400-pound person unless you're a 500-pound person. You know, if you're a 300-pound person, what do you know about being marginalized? You're not 500 pounds. So it's like, it's never good enough. It's never good enough. It's always just spins out of control. It is Tainty Tuesday after all. There's a little tainty man. Health looks different for everyone. Excellent. All right, let's do one more. We got 1, 2, 3. What is this? I've heard of this person before. I remember she makes videos on the interwebs. She obviously does. Ooh, what is that? Ew, that was gross. All right, this is, what is Abby Sharp up to? This is that blonde-haired woman that does nutrition videos. I haven't seen her. I didn't even know she still existed. But she used to make videos. I guess she still does. She makes videos on, I remember YouTube. I remember when I was making videos like 3 years ago, she came up in some content. But I mean, if you're talking about nutrition, I don't know, you got to look like you fucking, come on. I'm tired of people, you don't even lift. You don't even lift. All right, I'm going to do this one. I'm going to opt for this one. Let's just see what this is.
It's time that I introduce you to the best food combo ever made.
Jesus Christ, what is with that sound? Oh, God, your face. Okay, so this is Abby Sharp. It says, what is Abby Sharp up to? So let's just play that again. Sorry for the sound.
It's time that I introduce you to the best food combo ever made. And it's gonna start fights. Salt and vinegar chips, and the most controversial additions, cookies and cream ice cream.
Okay.
Matt Damon. Go fuck yourself.
Wow. Okay, so let's see how this goes. It's not going well so far.
Ditch me when you try it.
Is she actually a dietitian? See, these are these fucking cunts. Just, I can't believe these people. I can't believe you fucking people.
You fucking people.
Yeah, let me put salt and vinegar chips. Let me put some ice cream on salt and vinegar chips. What a twat. Oh my God. Fucking shit.
Ever served in a forward area?
Ew. And look, if you're going to pretend to be healthy, can you look like you take care of your health? Can you look like you get some sunlight? Can you lift some fucking weights? Can someone that actually... Yeah, we know how that doesn't make a difference. Jarella says, yes, she's a registered dietitian. That doesn't mean anything anymore. Being a registered dietitian means absolutely jack shit. Apparently you get them in a Cracker Jack box. Gross. Gross. Face. All right, let's do one more. I just can't end it on that face. I mean, our options, fam, our options are very limited. I will be honest, our options are very limited. Let's do. We got one more. We got one more. This one's called. I don't know, fam. Should I leave it up to you? All right, let's do 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's go 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'll let you be the judge. Oh my God. Yeah, if you have a dietitian that tells you to take salt and vinegar chips and put some cookies and cream ice cream on top of it, yo, you have serious problems. That's what we call, that's an eating disorder. If you're putting ice cream on a chip, that's an eating disorder. No, Papa Swole, it's disordered eating. I don't know. Where's the steak? Where's the food? What is with these people? What is with these people? Huh, what do you mean, you people? I don't believe you people.
I don't believe you people.
What you mean?
What do you mean, you people?
What you mean, you people? All right, Cerny, let's go with the fucking goat herself. Number 3, Cerny.
You make me happy.
Cerny, you make me happy. All right, number 3, this is called Let Fat People Take Up Space. Do we have a choice? I mean, I don't think you need my permission. But hey.
This video's for fat people and for people who love fat people. If you live in a fat body like me, odds are you're going to recognize this very uncomfortable position. Oh, we know it well, don't we? Well, I'm sick and tired of it. I've been sitting like this.
Why so serious? Okay. This hairdo looks like, all right, come on. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back here. I'm going with a Tommy Lee Jones Batman Forever Two-Face. Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Looks like Two-Face. Looks like Two-Face from Batman Forever. Yeah. A little bit. Okay. Let's go. Let's continue.
My entire life. And guess what? It's so uncomfortable. My shoulders hurt. My chest hurts. My back hurts.
Why?
Everything hurts. I'm in pain. But I refuse to give it up. Why? Because I don't want to take up space. Because I think that I've already taken up enough space as a fat person. Now, if you're not fat and you don't know what we're talking about, check out the arm position. If you notice your loved one sitting like that, not only are they uncomfortable, but they're forcing themselves to be uncomfortable because they don't want to take up too much space. They don't want to invade your space. We are
good. Like they don't want to, like, okay, a fat person doesn't want to invade my space. Good. I don't care who you are. I don't care what size you are. Please, absolutely do not invade my space. Look at these people. They don't want to invade your space. Good. Who wants someone invading? Please invade my space. That's literally some kind of fucking porn movie, right? Space Invaders. Dun 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 dun. Get it? Invading all the space.
Because.
Good. Don't invade. I don't care if you're a $1.05. Don't invade my space. Don't invade my space, please. For the love of God, please don't invade my space. Thank you. Oh, you're uncomfortable? Okay. As opposed to whatever.
Terrified of having our arms touch your arms. And we're terrified to talk about it because we've been conditioned to think that our comfort is not important and yours is more important. So if you love us, help us.
It's called by being respectful. Like if you're going to sit somewhere, if you're going to sit and just let your fucking like fat arms just hang over other people, that's not being a nice person. That's not being respectful for people around you. You should be aware of what you're doing. Like it's like going into a store, going into an antique shop and being like, oh, I don't care. I'm just bumping into anything. Like you wouldn't do that either. You would be like, oh, you'd be moving around. You're not trying to bump people or walking through a restaurant or something, just elbowing people in the fucking head. It's called being a respectful person. You might not respect yourself, but respect people around you. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, maybe mention it. Say, hey, you look a little uncomfortable. Let's touch arms. Let's get cozy. Make it. Fun and playful. And if you're the fat person, ask for consent. Say, hey, do you mind if I uncross my arms? Say, hey, we might get a little intimate here, but you know what? I'm pretty uncomfortable. Do you mind? I'm tired of feeling like I don't deserve to take up the space that my body takes up. It is what it is. And I'm sick of having body pain. So uncross those arms. And straight-sized friends and loved ones, help us uncross our arms. Get cuddly with us. Help us learn about intimacy, please.
I'm totally comfortable in my body. I just don't want to be in pain.
Did I scare you, buddy? Did I scare you when I screamed? I'm sorry.
Aww.
I don't even know how to unpack that, so I think we should just leave it right there. Does anyone else? This is why it's balls deep, because, you know, sometimes when you go, you know, if you're big enough, you go balls deep, you hit all sorts of shit. You never know what's going to happen on there. You never know what's going to happen.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Oh my God.
I better use my strong hand.
Wow. Can you imagine, like, pondering that so much to make a TikTok talking about how your arms might touch other people, or like, hey, let's get intimate? It'd be like, fuck no. Fuck no. Just no. Just no. It couldn't possibly be your habits. It couldn't possibly be you're creating this problem. It couldn't be you're creating this problem and then, I don't know, like trying to find this solution that would make no one comfortable. Whose issue is this? She's talking about how she's like constantly in pain. Why don't you take better care of yourself? Hey, reach out if you're watching this video, if you're watching the podcast. I doubt you are, but reach out. Happy to give you some pointers, talk to you about the elimination diet. Why not? Join the SwoleFam. We've tried that before. It didn't last more than 16 hours, but you're welcome to join if you're ready to shelve that personality. Man. Yeah. Look, respect other people around you. Don't throw your excess on other people. Like, I wouldn't do that. I lift weights. I have a bigger mass than a lot of people. I mean, I take up space. I take up X amount of space. Okay, everyone's taller or shorter or wider or this or broader. But I mean, if you're 400 pounds, let's just say, if you're 400 pounds, you should absolutely not be like hanging your body on other people. And if that means you're sitting on a couch or a chair and you have to kind of lean over a little bit, that's what it means. That's what it means. It is what it is. Do we miss anything? And by the way, I mean, you're all here. You know, we're not making fun of obese people. I'm never going to do that. It might seem like it sometimes if you're not paying attention. I'm not making fun of obese people. I'm trying to call them out on their own bullshit, because these are people with large followings. Not all of them, but a lot of these people have large followings. Like Abby Sharp has a large following. A lot of these woke influencers or whomever they are have large followings. They have people that are listening. You have them answering questions from real people saying, well, I'm trying to lose weight, but I don't want to change my body, manipulate my body. How can I be body positive and still try to, you know, get healthy? They're mind-fucking people. They're mind-fucking people out of actually making positive health habitual change. That is some dark shit. That's some dark shit. So, yeah, get off your ass and go to the fucking gym.
Are you crying? There's no crying in baseball.
All right, we got a tainty man here. We got a little tainty cam here. Let's get some gorillas for Rufus. Good boy. Good boy. If you don't go to the fucking gym today, fam.
Shame. Shame.
I don't know what to say.
Shame.
God damn it. Go to the fucking gym. We got a swole card. We got a swole card to give away. Hashtag Tainty Magooch. Who's going to win today's card? I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but I will tell you in 3, 2, Schwam. Falcon, take us away. Who's got it? Sending out swole cards left and right. Who wants a swole card? Who wants a swole card? Tainty Magooch. Tainty Magooch. I said Tainty Magooch. I said Tainty Magooch. I love seeing some of these questions. Didn't land on anyone yet. Scroll. One more time. I love seeing the comments that I missed during the live stream. Some of these are fucking, you guys are savage. You think I'm savage? Some of you beaches are fucking savage. Swole Curious. We need a shirt, Swole Curious. Scroll. Tainty Magooch. Nuntanat, congratulations! Nuntanat Rungapan in the house. I love saying that name. I love your fucking name. It's so cool. I'm just call you None. None of this. You guys got none of this. None tonight in the house. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swolecard 2244 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. Congratulations. You fucking rock. Rocking it. We got a little closing nut coming down the pipeline. Remember, fam, before you leave, don't be a beach. Hit that like button. Share the podcast. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And remember, if you only watch the show, you fucking rock. But also, make sure you check out the audio podcast because we're doing some member spotlights in the pre-roll and doing some shout-outs too. So I like to read a lot of your posts from Swole Text and some things, some Swolosophy over there as well. So make sure you're checking out the audio podcast and share that with friends and family. Anyone who needs some knowledge cock in their life. You got it. None. Send us that email. Congratulations again. Thanks for being here live, fam. We got some piano cock coming up in just a second. We'll take some soundboard requests. Let's fucking go. And tomorrow, got another amazing man stream. Don't miss out on that.
Another example of cake gender would be if someone feels like they have different layers or flavors to their particular gender.
My name's Forrest Gump.
What are you looking at, butthead?
What is the best move to silence a woman?
I got hairy legs.
No medication except my fucking antidepressants.
No medication, just my fucking antidepressants. At least I'm not taking any medication, just antidepressants. Because that's how that fucking works.
Great Scott!
What happened to your queer party friends?
Sit!
Little blood sports.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
We're rocking out. Get some joyful movement in there today, fam. Make sure you're moving joyfully. Joyful movement is for people who don't want to make gains. They don't want to be swole. They don't want to make gains. That sucks for them.
This is no fit cubicle.
He's on fire! You switch the samples.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Hey, Junior.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Here's my thing. Oh, we did it. Very nice, fam. I did it. Played it with my dick. That's why I didn't have any hands. No hands. All right, fam, we'll see you tomorrow. Reminder, if you missed it at the beginning, if you're a member already of SwoleNormousX.com, make sure you check out yesterday's live call. It was fire. We had a bunch of people calling in. It was absolutely awesome. So that's available in Swole TV for members. Check out all our membership options over there at SwoleNormousX.com. Leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Share the podcast. And remember, you can find all the live stream links in the show notes down below, but also over there at thedailyswole.com. That's THE. dailyswole.com for all the live stream links. Turn those notifications on. And remember, as a member of the SwoleFam over at SwoleNormousX, you get priority access notifications. So I send out a blast, let everyone know that we're going live today at 5 p.m. So I do that daily. I will let you know as soon as I know when the live stream will be going down. That way you can make arrangements to be here live because I know you like to do that. So another reason to join the fam today. I'll see you inside the SwoleFam Telegram chat. In the meantime, and tomorrow for 22:45, Peace McGeese, Deuce Magoose, your boy Papa Swolio,
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
that's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, chill. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my